So this is the final take for scene 1, part 3. So yeah, so this is the part where we're supposed to start. Nikishoot tutasema shoot. So 3, 2, 1, kila mtu ako ready before 3, 2, 1, action.
Now, tell me.
So my name is Newton. I'm a 3D animator and 3D designer. I'm working on an animated show. It's called Mirema Nights. It's a coming-of-age story where it is about a couple of friends, primarily Nicole, Musa, and a couple of other guys, talking about their story, like after campus, trying to understand life and all the hassles that are there. So for this episode I'm working like on a pilot episode. So it starts out establishing the scene, the life of the characters, and a brief introduction to how their life is. I don't want to put any spoilers, but I'll say something like it starts off with the main protagonist hitting a wall in his life, and then now he has to find a solution of how he has to navigate that whole issue of him, of the wall he hit. I don't know. I don't want to give out any details on the movie. So it starts out when he goes to meet his very good friend, whom they have not seen each other in quite some time, and then they start talking, and then they start like talking about life, how life is, and the friend he's going to meet has been doing something. He had started learning how to, okay, this I can give away because obviously you'll know. So the other friend is a musician. He plays drum, and he has like a band of other friends where they play with them the music. So his friend Musa starts like telling him how he has grown as a musician and as a performer. Also the band has grown in their skill, and they have become better at what they do by just practicing and believing in themselves that if they put the effort, then they will get better at it. So this kind of puts the main protagonist in a situation where he inspired his friend to follow his dreams, and then he himself never really took his own advice, and now he's hit a wall, but his friends who took his advice like are really starting to see the fruits of what they planted. So yeah, so the story, like that's like primarily the theme of the story. And then they meet up, they talk about stuff, they go, Musa invites his friend to their first ever live performance. And then when he gets there, he realizes like they've become really good, and they're like on to something, like they've become way better at what they're doing, which is music. So that is now what kind of inspires him. It's more of the pilot episode is more of a trigger point where it kind of explains how he becomes who he becomes, because now he's been building his whole life towards being this kind of person, but then it changes. I don't know how to explain it. I think that's something that will maybe manifest itself once I manage to maybe successfully finish the movie, and then now I can maybe you can get a chance to see it. Yeah.
So, where tunaongelelea Mirema Nights?
Yeah.
Umekuwa wapi?
So this week nimekuwa nikiwork on the dean's office scene. So ndio hii. Yeah. Hii ndio ya mwisho, acha tumalize because pia inaishia. So I've been working on the dean's office scene. So ndio hii. I'm looking for it. Sijui, don't know which version I used, but ndio hii. Yeah, this office.
Let me see.
So ndio hii. Alafu yeah. So ndio hii. So this is the block out of the office.
Yeah, it looks like really nice.
Santi. So yeah, the office ndio hii. The dean is supposed to be seated here. The protagonist ataingia hapa hivi. So nime set up a couple of camera angles then kwa tumia kwa the short list. I think kuna hii ni moja. Okay, let's go set up. Yeah, alafu sasa Nicholas atakuwa hapa. Tunaona laptop ya Dean, Nicholas hapa hivi. Alafu kuna ingine itakuwa hapa, nikasiku set up the cameras. So hapa hivi itakuwa Dean na Nicholas wakiwa wameangaliana, and then kutakuwa na another solo view ya Dean akiwa peke yake akiangalia laptop yake. But sasa nyuma ya kichwa ya Musa yenye ilitangwa BTS, behind the shoulder shot kwa wasi wa film. Yeah, so kuna hiyo. Alafu juu iko KCA kuna another environment niko nayo that inapaswa ikue. Now this is a window, this is also a window. Sijaeka madirisha. Hii ni waiting bay kaushaenda KCA. Yeah. So hii kaushaenda ile side ya IT office inakanga something close to this. Dean wa IT and School of Technology. Something close to this. Not exactly similar, but you get the idea. Yeah. So hiyo ndio hiyo, and I want to model. I'm thinking of not modeling but creating like a 2D projection map hapa hivi to use as the window, ndio need me also as a light source, but I'm yet to do that.
So you build everything from scratch, or did you apply some assets that you found?
So what I do, I look for assets, natafutanga some assets. Kama ukiangalia hapa hivi, I have this asset pack. So I just take like small normal assets, then nazi edit kama ni hii because it's very low poly, na ongeza like a subdivision modifier, then ukirudi hapo utapata like it's a bit more smoother, then so nazi edit from like this base props to whatever you want. Alafu the problem with pre-made assets, unapatanga most of them are not suited to the African culture ama Kenyan like offices. Yeah, so I normally like just take the base model, then I model in a way that reflects the equipment that normally utaona in Kenya or African offices. Yeah.
Okay, so since you're the only one working on the scene, how do you decide kama one shot is finished and you want to go to the next one and things like that?
So when I was starting the project, I researched on how a lot of different artists approached it. I researched how different artists approached it, and I noticed that a lot of artists normally have that problem of deciding if a shot is over or if it's not finished. So when I was starting out, I have a very predefined shot list where I know how many shots are in each scene and how each shot follows each other. Like this one, you see like the cameras are not set, but I can tell you how each shot looks, who it is looking at. Yeah, so I think that's something
So
I did.
You're looking for a type of atmosphere that resembles going into the Dean's office.
Yes.
So that's okay.
Yeah.
I think you could pour for part A. Let's do part B.
So what does it take to make a movie? Okay. A lot of things. I think depending on whoever the creator is, everybody will have a different answer for this. So, but for me, I'll say it takes a lot. Okay, it takes a lot. But for me, I'll say the most important thing in a movie is the story. So you need to have a good story, a captivating story, and an interesting story. And something that a lot of people like don't take seriously, especially in Kenya, is your story has to make sense. Like, let it be a story that flows, a story that fits in its own world. Like, all your characters fit in that world that you've put them in. So I think story is very important. Story is everything, because you can have good characters but they don't have a good storyline. You can have poor characters, but if they have a good storyline, you will have something really good. And you can see, like, for example, okay, I don't have a movie in mind, but sometimes you can see movies where a lot of the characters are really not strong characters, but because the movie has like a very well defined storyline, you find that it flows really well and it becomes a really good story. So yeah, I think I'll say what it really takes to make a good movie is a good story, a really good story. Simko ready? So 3, 2, 1, go.
Why kijana? What are you here for?
So I wanted to on a phone only interrupt or I finish my statement.
What brings you here?
I'm a student studying bachelor's degree in information technology.
Ilikuwa poa. Ni vile ako ameweka record. Nilidhani ameweka. So pale nangoja nione ready na songa. Sioni kitu.
Lavu ni amekole acha kwanza ningoje kungoja amalize then. But sasa mko sawa. Ndio unaweza mwacha aongee kiasi akae kama anaanza statement
then nisimharakishe.
Ile like usimuinterrupt, ile asikie ni kama umempea chance ya kuongea. Akishaanza kujaribu kumake up story yake wikatie tu.
Work life balance, okay. And what's the most satisfying thing you have animated or modeled this week?
So work-life balance. So first of all, there is no work-life balance. That's a joke. It's just like pure work. Like
how do you balance your time between the two projects? Jikani, pure work.
So what I do is I set targets of what I'm supposed to achieve by the end of the week. Then I just shuffle between the projects. So I know today I'm supposed to do this. So I start with this. If I feel it's good, I go from this. I switch to the other one. I just do them randomly, but I just know at the end of the day this should be complete. And if I realize that one is lagging behind, I spend more time on it. The idea is just to try and set timelines. But for work-life balance, not a lot of balance. Obviously, that's a joke. Like for example, the car scene, I've spent almost 24 hours on it. Not almost, around 24 hours, setting up the whole car, rigging the car, making sure everything works. So yeah, just the good thing about this stuff is that most of it is exciting. So you just try to think of, once you finish this, you'll get this satisfying outcome. So I think that's what keeps me going. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And the question you've asked there about
most satisfying thing.
Yeah, the most satisfying thing, I think I think you know what it is, but yeah, of course it was the car. And the fact that I can drive it like a game and animate it is so amazing. And okay, let me show you a different view. You see how it looks with the colors on, and then I remove this. So the fact that I can do this, control it, is very exciting. And now I won't be doing any tedious animation. I'll just be playing a game, and then if I think that's a very good take, then I'll use that for the animation. Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the most satisfying thing I've worked on all week. Took me a lot of time, but it was every bit worth it.
Okay, Kosa.
Fuck, mna record cheki kati ya kwanza cut. Okay, umecut sawa. Oh, somebody told me that you had a boyfriend who looked like a girlfriend that I had in February last year. It's not confidential, I got potential. Rushing around. See, hiyo stuff inawaka red. Damani mimi naona zangu.
Not bad, man, not bad.
That's a very good final take.
Yeah. Hebu zisave kwanza.
Hii hata ikizima sahihi inakuwa na auto save. Very important.
That's in order.
Yes, I feel alive. Mojo Jojo.
Sasa tuishieni alafu sasa
My plan to rule the world.
Tumewako on it kutoka 6 hadi 10. Sasa ni 10.
That's
10.
Ilikuwa 7 to 10, 3 hours of
3 hours
dedication.
Yeah, by then I'll fit 3 hours. You tuliingia hapa 6:45. Hata wewe mwenyewe uta feel like now we have done something.
Utanitumia hizo ma recording.
Nishavunja hiki kitu. Nishavunja wana. Ina vile kana kuweka ka soft akagi. Ndio nachikia kutumia utu charger.
We can never be the same.
Okay, hata me I hate it, but someone's gonna do it, man.
So tuendeni tukakunywa guys. Is that what you're suggesting? I'm taking we don't give the day a chance.
Wili wanaenda kukula wanyikula nyama, mimi naenda kulala.
Me I'm going drinking.
Nasikia nasikia nimefanya kitu tangible leo. I feel proud of myself. Today I'm not going to be in those depressive moods of leo nimefanya nini siku mzima? What have I done in this great world of ours? Peace up, my nigga. Mommy.
Yeah, somebody's going drinking today and it's not me.
It's me here. Ni mimi. Ni mimi. It's me. Mimi. Zoom my face. Ni mimi. Mimi hapa mwenye mnamuona. I'm going drinking. Yeah, me. Hi, fellow drinkers. Yeah. I enjoy drinking.